Iga! Big bad Iga! She is upset. She is livid. She has words for the chair umpire here, and she's like, listen, that forehand was in. Tennis in a minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. I'll be honest with you. Grass has the worst calls on the entire tour. Yes, clay, you can at least see the spot in the dirt, and even then, they get it wrong, but hard, very easy to see the ball, right, on the hard court. But in terms of grass, not only is the ball green, the grass is green, but once the grass starts to fade, especially down the line, the chair umpire says, look, I didn't see the chalk lift up. Iga's like, come on, you gotta be kidding me. And look, you have to love to see Iga passionate. She walks over, she gives him a bit of her mind. I will be honest with you, I think the call was wide. But guys, in terms of the Hawkeye, once we get to Wimbledon, some of the worst calls ever. Zhang Shui, Caroline Wozniacki, a few years ago, go watch that match. The Hawkeye was wrong like 4 times in a row. That's horrible. We're talking about a camera system that takes literally 100,000 images in a split second. That's how sophisticated it is. Making mistakes like that. And then, even aside from the Hawkeye, just the chair umpire, the line judges, I've seen so many blown calls on grass this season so far. We're talking about balls a foot behind the baseline. No one's saying anything. Wimbledon, I'm telling you guys, you got some weird calls once we hit grass season. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna open that can of worms, but very interesting. Now, Jill Teichman, guys, I think her stance is too wide. For someone that's so athletic and fast and explosive, her stance is too wide. And then she has to gather herself and get into the return motion. Jill Teichman only wins about 32% of her return games. If she can improve that number 15 to 20%, or even 10%, I think she'll be a much better player because she doesn't have the serve that's wowing opponents. She only averages about 2 aces per match. Another losing season. If she can work on her break points converted, improve that 15 to 20%, I think she'll win more matches. I think she's too athletic. She's too talented to be struggling like this. The stance is way too wide. I think she's wasting energy. She has to literally gather herself and then get into the return. I think she has to change some things. She's too talented to be struggling like this. She put up a fight in the first set early on, but just not enough. Iga Swiatek victorious. Tennis in a minute. Stay tuned.